the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 7, and it reads, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto the heavens, and is lifted up even to the skies. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekahak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to the Akim and the Akwak that are listening and learning. To you, I say Shalom. This brother Bomb and Lock coming at you, and this lesson is really inspired by an article I was reading out of RT News. And just to show you that that Babylon is falling, man. It's falling, and we know it got to have a spiritual falling before the actual the physical falling take place. And this right here, Jeremiah 51 7, 8, 9 is talking about the physical destruction of Babylon the Great. But we in a time period where all the spiritual things are being displayed right before our very eyes. And so we're going to talk about the spiritual part of Babylon being destroyed. So let's go right to this article out of RT News, man. And we're going to read the headline. We might read a little article. And it reads, it say, why the U.S. can't find enough troops to feed its imperial ambition. And we're going to look up this word imperial, because, you know, we know that America is Babylon the Great that's spoken of in the Bible. So to read the headline again so you'll get a good understanding. It say, why the U.S., America, Babylon the Great, can't find enough troops to feed its imperial ambition. And let's look up this word imperial. Let's look up the word imperial. Let's go look up, and we're going to go to Google and look up this word imperial. Imperial. It said relating to an empire. And America is an empire. America is a great kingdom. It said relating to an empire. Let's continue reading. There's some more definitions. See the rest of the a majestic or magnificent. America in the eyes of the global world is magnificent. It has been magnificent and majestic. It's been majestic because what? All the other nations, they what? America sold the other nations on the land of the free, the home of the brave. You know, you can come over here and what? You can achieve the American dream. That made America what? Majestic. Made it it made it majestic. And they made America what? Magnificent, man. It made a magnificent kingdom. That's why I read out of Jeremiah 51, starting at verse 7. This is 7, 8, and 9. Let's see what else. That's it. Relating to an empire, or, you know, imperial, or a majestic. This thing keep a magnificent empire, man. And that's what America is. But now America can't find enough troops, you know, to feed its imperial. And what's that mean, man? You know, it's an empire. To feed its empire, you got to have enough troops to feed an empire. And enough, when you got enough troops, man, that's like a show of force. Right now, Russia and China got what? Roughly over 2 million military members. So they building up their show of force, you know, starting with their men and their women. You know, and I think Russia got more, mostly men. I think China got, you know, they probably got a hand sprinkle full of women that serve in their military under some kind of, you know, maybe nurses and stuff like that. But America, Babylon the Great, they got their women what? On the front lines. And now they can't find, you know, enough troops to feed this imperial ambition, man. So that's why I came out of, let's go back to the book of Jeremiah. We'll go right to the point. Verse 9, Jeremiah 51:9. It said, we have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every man into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto the heavens, and is lifted up even to the skies. You know, because you used to have, you know, like a lot of Filipinos, man, they would come from the PI, and they try to get American citizenship so that way they can come into the military. You got a lot of these other different nations. They come over here, they get in their nationality, they get sworn in as American citizens, and what they want to go and fight for the United States of America. But now America, its only citizens don't even want to serve in their military, because they understand that they're not serving in the military to protect, you know, the American citizens. They serving in the military to protect the global elites, the agenda of the global elites, man. And you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all don't quite understand that. Y'all don't know how to apply the scriptures, you know, with current events. You got military members that are coming back from war, and they not even getting the necessary treatment they need from the VA. And I think one of those politicians, what they said, American, if you go into the United States military, then you deserve to be killed or something. One of them joker quoted that, said you dumb and you stupid and you need to be killed anyway. Because they serve the agenda of the global elites, man. That's all the military always have, and that's what it always will be. So let's go to this article, man. Let's read it. Let's read some of it. We're not going to read a lot for time, you know, purposes. It said the American military, this RT News dated 9 January 2024. It said, why the U.S. can't find enough troops to feed its imperial ambitions. We just read the definition of the word imperial. If you didn't get anything out of it, you know, he that have an ear, let him hear. The American military is facing a drop in recruitment and risk getting spread too thin in its drive to dominate the globe. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? You know, America is that great empire. America is Babylon the Great that's spoken of in the Holy Scriptures. America is the only place that the American, the greenback, all the other different countries around the globe, they have to use that greenback. With what the Edomites, so-called what? They forefathers on that dollar bill, or that on that $100 bill, on that $20 bill. And this Robert Bridge is an American writer and journalist. He is the author of Midnight in American Empire, How Corporations and Their Political Servants Are Destroying the American Dream. He said amid hopes that 2024 U.S. National Defense Authorization Act would lead to an uptick in troop strength. You know, we're going to read why. Brass fear what message has shrunken forces was sent to American enemies. And again, you know, it go down here. It tells you, let's continue reading. It say, not since before World War II has the U.S. fielded such a small military force. And not since World War II has the U.S. military been spread so thin around the globe. All these to take you right back to Job 9:24. It should take you back, you know, to the book of Revelation. It tell you that great whore that sitteth on with the scarlet, really, you know, I'm roughly paraphrasing. I should go get it. Scarlet colors. It says, not since before World War II has the U.S. fielded such a small military force, and not since World War II has the U.S. military been spread so thin around the world. You know what? Right now they over there are helping, you know, the Ukrainians. Now they sending troops over there to fight, you know, with the Israelis. You know, now they got to send people on a border because, you know, you got China and Taiwan getting ready to go at it. Then you got North Korea, you know, sending missiles. You know, they ain't really sending them over to South Korea. So, you know, you got America, they spread it all over into these little skirmishes, man. And they don't even have enough troops, man. Let's continue reading. It said personnel slashes. And then you got to think about, you know, when the 19 came, that Let's Go Brandon, he said that if you didn't take the 19, you got to get the hell out of his military. Woe unto them that declare unrighteous decrees, man, and write grievousness which they have prescribed, man. Let's continue reading. It said personnel slashes to the U.S. Army have been the deepest. The national defense budget must be satisfied with a force of just 445,000 active duty soldiers, down more than 40,000, 8.4% in 3 years. Meanwhile, the Marine Corps is set to shed 8,900 active duty service members from fiscal year 2021, a 4.9% reduction, while the Air Force is prepared for a loss of 13,475 airmen, a 4% drop. And finally, the Navy is scheduled to have 10,000 fewer sailors, down 2.9. All told, the total number of active duty soldiers in the armed forces will decrease to 1,284,500 in fiscal year 2024. That's a decline of almost 64,000 troops in the last 3 years, at the smallest total for American military since 1940. For perspective, America's top perceived adversaries, Russia and China, have 1.15 million and 2.35 million active duty troops respectively, and that's China, 2 million. It's such a precipitous drop in troop strength present major challenges for any country, but especially for one with serious imperial ambitions. You know, they say that like America is just now trying to get imperious ambition. America has always controlled the globe. Anyone who's been in the military know that America has always, projected his force ashore and abroad by his military. That's why they got military bases, damn near every country. That's why they send their deployments, those 6-month deployments. That's why they send their troops over to these different countries, man. Because they always have been and always will be, because they was established by the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, to be that great whore that sitteth on many waters. So we're not going to read any more of that article. We're going to go back to Jeremiah 51, and let's go right down to the Jeremiah 51. We're going to go right to 30. Jeremiah 51 and verse 30, it said, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might have failed. They become as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. At one time, boy, that was the thing to do, to go into the military. At one time, a mother and a father, they'll tell a son or a daughter they graduated out of high school, and they didn't have no plans. Go into the military. Go into the military. But now they saying, no, we don't want any parts of the military, because they see that America is, the military is not designed to fight for the American people. It's designed to fight for the global elites. The global elites, they go and they conquer these different countries. They take their natural resources. And how do they do it? They send the military, your armed service members, over there to do their bidding for them. And then when they come back, as I stated earlier, they come back after fighting a war. They come back and then they don't get the treatment. They don't get the necessary services that they are entitled to. So now the American people saying, no, we're not fighting for them. We're not going into that military. We're not going to fight for the global elites. Jeremiah 51 and verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes, H-O-L-D-S, holes, not holes, H-O-L-E. Their might have failed, and the men, they might have failed. Another reason why the mighty men of Babylon have failed is because what? The feminization of the American man over here. What they don't lift it, they don't told the women that y'all are stronger than the men. So they want you women to go fight in the military. Brothers just did a lesson like that on yesterday about the Ukraine, and what? The Ukraine has what? Ordered 50,000 uniform for women, because they got to have their women. They women got to go get on that front line now. 50,000 uniforms are made for women, because they don't have enough men to go to continue that fight against Russia. So now they got to bring the women. But y'all women, y'all act, the women, and not just the American, not just the Western woman, even the women abroad, because what? America spread it, that feminism, to all the countries. They told they women that, oh, y'all are treating y'all women harshly. America went around the globe, talking about, y'all have, that you're oppressing your women. And now your women got to go fight in the wars. But y'all be careful what you ask for. But back to the American man is like, yo, man, the American man, they want you with skinny jeans. They want you wearing skinny jeans and pumps and makeup. They want you to not to know what a woman is. They want you to believe that a man can now have a baby. So that's why the mighty men of Babylon have forbidden to fight. They don't They don't turn them into effeminate spirits. They got that saying. They said, good times create weak men. Hard times create strong men. Men don't have it too good over here, so now the men are weak in America, Babylon the Great. The men are weak here in America, Babylon the Great, because they don't promote it, that woman, that feminization of the woman. Feminism. You're strong, independent woman. And when the men see that, they say, hey, man, why we got to go fight for these strong women? Shouldn't they go over there and fight? Shouldn't they go over there and put a AR-15 or whatever weapon they using now in the military? Shouldn't they go put that weapon in their hand and go on the front lines? That's why the military, is starting to be weakened, man. But it's all by the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua also. Let's continue reading. We'll read it again, Jeremiah 51:30. And I might read scripture 4 and 5 times before I move on. If you don't like it, you can always just go to somebody else's channel, man. It said, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Verse 31, it said, one post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken out at one end. And that's exactly what they have. And they got this message traffic. It's going up to the White House like, hey, they're going up to the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Our military, the army, probably the CNO of the Navy, he going to the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He's like, hey, man, we're going to be 10,000 troops short. And then the Air Force, leader. Then you got the Army leader. Then he going to come and they all go to the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And they say, hey, man, our military is lacking. See, that's what they're saying, that one post shall meet to another. And one post, they say, hey, man, how many y'all troops are y'all down? How many? We down 10,000. How many troops y'all down? We down 4,000. How many troops y'all down? Then they go report, to the Joint Chiefs of Staff. See, that's what this scripture is talking about. One post shall run to meet another, one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon, and ultimately get back to the president. And the president, that message got to go to the guy that's over him. And so you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all still don't quite understand that there's somebody over the president. See, your president, he's selected. He's not elected. Until y'all get that into y'all thick, dumbass minds, they give y'all that my vote counts. No, your vote don't count. Because there's a group of men that are over the president, but it's one head guy, and they go with him, and they'll go tell, and the president gonna relay that message to him. Oh yeah, hey, the plan is working. There are men and women in America, Babylon the Great, they not signing up for the military. And that's what they saying. That's good. That's good. We don't know who it is. We're not going to say no names, but we know who we know, but we don't know. They sitting up there and they saying, hey, that's good. That's good. That's good. So now we can create this agenda. We can create all our little wicked plans such as what? The MOT to the B. We can create all these false these false shootings, they just all they create order out of chaos. They create order out of chaos, man. All this plays in that same pile, that same pot. Verse 31 again, say, one post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at the end, at one end. Verse 32, and that the passage are stopped, and the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are affrighted. The men of war are affrighted, man. And we're going to look up this word reed as well. See, because, you know, you might think they talking about burning a reed, a flower, or what's called. No, the man is talking about weak men. It's talking about weak people. That a reed is when it's burned, you know, it just withers away. It just withers away, man. And it's talking about weak men, and I'm gonna prove it to you because we're gonna look up this word reed. Let's look up this word reed, man.
Reed.
Definition of reed. You know, it got one noun definition. It say tall, slender leaf plant of grass, of the grass family. And the number two, it say a weak or impersonable person. A weak or impersonable person. And that's exactly what the American men, you know, have become in America. A weak and impersonable person. That's why they can push this alphabet lifestyle on the people. That's why they don't did it, man. You go into the military. I seen it when I was in the military. I seen it, boy. You know, you see all that, you know, you seen little Jakes come in the military and be like, hey, hold on, something just ain't right. It's too many of them coming up in here like this now. Too many of them that came in now with that prancing, you know, with that prancing like walking, you know, walking style. You know, with that soft and that, you know, with that, you know, everybody know when they see him like, damn, you know, like, what the hell, you know, but you seen it. Because they start changing to that, you know what, hey, you can't, no yelling and all that. You got to, oh, I feel, you know, maybe if you had to speak like this to the troops themselves, hey, man, maybe, you know, if you can, maybe you won't, you know, little shit like that. You see them because they was all weak, man. Weak and impersonable person, man. That's what a reed, look up the word R-E-E-D. It says a weak or impersonable person. And now people have been weak and impersonable. Why? Because they don't push this alphabet lifestyle, you know, on the men of Babylon. They don't push this. They wanted the men of Babylon to be weak, so that it'll be easy, you know, to take over America, Babylon the Great, when all hell break loose. When all hell break loose, and all hell is gonna break loose. That's why Apostle Tahar coined this year. The spirit came on him to coin this year, you know, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All this is going to lead to Jacob's trouble, man. Because America is spread it too thin. America, the men of Babylon have refusing to fight. The men of America, Babylon the Great, are refusing to fight for this country. Why? Because they become weak and impressionable, you know, with the alphabet agenda, with feminism, with being raised by single mothers. They're emotional. The men of Babylon are emotional. They weak, they effeminate. And America done that to their people. But for you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, the time for you to stand up on your feet, you know, and be that great and exceeding army, You know what? Army for the soldier for the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, man. That's the only person you should want to serve. That's our power, man. That's where we get our power from. We're not gonna get our power from no 9mm or no AR. We're gonna get our power from the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. That's the army that you should want to be a part of. That's the army that you should desire, you know, to take part, to be a part of. Because if you thinking that you're gonna go and you're gonna serve, you know, the United States military and you're gonna benefit from it, not in this time period. You're not. There was a time when brothers went in the military and great benefits came from it, but not in this time period. There's no great benefits coming from you. Not in this time, because we're at our end. America, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You better want to be a part of Jacob. You better want to come back to your nationality. You better want to come back and serve the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Because all hell is about to take place. Because America and its desire to, for its imperial ambitions, they are circling the drain daily. Circling the drain daily. So not gonna hold on any longer. We're gonna close it out there, man. You know, I hope this lesson was edifying. I hope someone got something out of it. If not, oh well. But I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah HaKwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to the Akim and the Aqua, if they're listening and learning. To you I say, Shalom.